hey, it's me. I'm back. The year was 2017. I just got out of watching Spider-Man Homecoming, and I was like, hey, why not go to Best Buy? I found this. The X-Men original trilogy, as a matter of fact. So I saw that, and keep in mind, during this time in 2017, I had no clue who the X-Men were. I had no idea they existed at all. To this point, the only Marvel characters I knew was Spider-Man. Bought this instantly, went home, watched all 3 movies, and I loved the first 2 so much. And the reason why I'm bringing all this up, mainly for backstory purposes, but anyways, is because today we'll be discussing a one excellent scene from the X-Men trilogy, or the X-Men franchise in general. I didn't know Nando V Movies and a bunch of other creators are doing this whole big thing about everyone's coming together and picking one excellent scene out of all the X-Men franchises and talking about why it's so great. They did this last year, one marvelous scene, and you just pick a scene in the MCU, and they made a video about it and why that scene was great. Again this year, but with the X-Men, since the first movie celebrating their 20th anniversary, which is pretty crazy because I was born on the same year as the first X-Men movie came out. I really want to do this because I love the X-Men so much. Especially from the first 2 movies, showed me who the X-Men really were and why they are so freaking cool. I mean, I even have a t-shirt. As soon as I saw those first 3 movies, I just fell in love. So I just kept watching all the other movies, and suddenly I found favorites. If you want to know, my favorites are X-Men First Class, Deadpool, and then Deadpool 2. But those 2 kind of interchange once in a while. Sometimes I think Deadpool 2 is better. Sometimes I think the first one is better. So it's kind of, both movies are awesome. And then I would put X2, X-Men 1, and then maybe Days of Future Past. I really like Days of Future Past, and just the rest under that. I want to talk about a scene that I love, that is from the X-Men, from the first X-Men movie. And it's a scene that you don't really think about. It could kind of be taken as a throwaway line or so, but if you really think about it, it kind of stays in your mind every time when you see this specific thing like pop up. So let me just show you the scene.
When they come out, does it hurt?
Every time.
Basically just one line, not even a scene, but I think it's just very important to Logan or Wolverine's character in general, because now because he said that, because Wolverine the first scene where you see him in, he's in a cage fighting some dude, and he just takes on punches and nothing, like basically this big macho guy, like, oh, and he and comic fans knew his powers are like he can heal super fast. Basically, he can heal instantly. And when he said every time, that just burns into your soul and makes you think. Every single time he pops out his claws, he feels, and it hurts every single time. Every single time he goes snicked, it pains him, it hurts him. And you're thinking about that through this whole 15, 13, 14, whatever movie franchise. And like slow-mo scene, Silver, when Wolverine's popping out his bone claws, and it's super slow. Like, even though it's fast for him, slow for us, it still like hurts. You can see just the noises, the sound design on that, with the like crunchy kind of squishy noise that they did, like, for it, just amazing, just amazing. Another reason why I just love the X-Men so much, like, I just love the X-Men so much. And again, I just love the X-Men just so much, because every line you can interpret it in so many different ways. And I know there are a lot of problems with those movies, especially the third one, but I think there are still some, like, very, very amazing moments in at least those first two movies, like the every timeline, because I know I keep saying this, but it really does stick with you, because Wolverine's this badass guy who doesn't take anything from nobody, and then here he is pouring out his soul kind of to this random girl he just met that he's now driving with, and he tells her every time he pops out his claws, every single time, when he's in battle or when he's in danger, even when he when he did the middle finger on Cyclops, it hurt him. It pained him to do that. So it just makes him just that more of a well-fleshed out, well-written character. And it's just why I love Wolverine in these movies so much. Not as much as other characters, but Wolverine is definitely, like, up there. Also, I just want to say this. Does Bryan Singer have some sort of vendetta against Cyclops? Because, jeez, Cyclops was so poorly handled, especially in the first three movies. Like, Bryan Singer had to have something against Cyclops. There's no reason why he was, like, treated that poorly. It was literally an assassination on his character. I haven't seen any character in any movie, any character that's that, like, big and famous, treated so, like, completely poorly. Like, that's a whole thing for another. Cyclops is definitely the best X-Men. He's my favorite X-Man, I guess. But, I mean, he's the best. He's undisputed. He was the first one, best one, whatever. But, and just crazy. And again, I know what you're thinking. Why this scene? Why this specific line in the first movie, when you could have chosen any scene from any other movie? I could have chosen one from First Class, my favorite X-Men movie, or my second favorite X-Men movie, Deadpool, or Deadpool 2. Because there are definitely, like, those movies are definitely, I mean, they're not even, like, the best X-Men movies. I feel like they are higher than that. I feel like they're just the best movies in general. Best comic book movies in general. Especially the first movie, Deadpool movie, and First Class. Those movies are just masterpieces. Can't express how much I just love the X-Men, bro. And again, I just want to reiterate how much I just love the X-Men. And that's going to be it for today's video. Sorry I couldn't make it like this epic 20 to 30 minute video. I mean, this is basically kind of like my first video essay, I guess you could say. So I'm not really, like, well formed in these types of videos. I would love to make more. This was definitely a fun experience. And definitely 100% check out all the other creators who made these videos on these amazing X-Men movies. Because, I mean, that's how I, like, first found out about this. Because I'm subscribed to so many of these amazing guys and girls. I mean, I got, like, attacked by, like, 17 notifications all at once with all the same title. One excellent scene, one excellent scene. I was like, what the heck is going on? It was crazy. And if this works out, I will leave a link to the playlist below, so you can just click on the playlist and just watch. Literally, there's probably, like, last time I checked, it was like 20 plus. So there's probably, like, at least maybe 30 now, so who knows. And if you're not down with that, I got 2 words for you. Please subscribe.
Luke, you're our only hope.
My first kiss went a little like